Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Chatting with Tekken for August 2022. So, Chatting with Tekken, if you don't know, is basically three things I have that I talk about on here. So, videos I'm working on for the channel, change the stuff on the channel, IRL stuff. And then under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories, playthroughs and streams, vlogs, DIY do-it-yourself stuff, how-tos and other stuff I might be making for the channel. The other two categories have subcategories because there are things that happened or didn't with anecdotes and asides sprinkled in. And if you're wondering like why I'm looking down, it's because I'm going off of my phone because I got a little outline here so I can try and stay focused even though it can go off the rails most of the time. I would say some of the time, but it seems like lately most of the time it's like, oh, let me go down the thing, but then it's like I see a thing and I talk about it, but then I just keep going because I don't really have like a whole, like it's not scripted, it's just like an outline. So it's like, I just hit the points and then like I talk about something and I just go wherever my brain goes. But yeah, videos I'm working on. So yeah, first section we got. Um, so okay, so on here I don't really actually have like I didn't do this week or this month's like outline, so there's not stuff on here that's like, to go off of. So it's all old. But the Bloodsure thing from last time is up there, so that's there. I mean, I'm not really working on anything per se, but then okay, okay, let me just go down this list. So it's like Final Fantasy 14 still doing that. Beast Tribe stuff I didn't hit a snag. I just um there's like ones I could do. I just haven't gotten around to doing them because I'm still. I don't know what it is, man. I just like have a hard time lately just getting around to like doing stuff, and like when I'm making videos and stuff. But I don't know what it is because like I was playing Destiny, right, and then I played that a ton. But I think that's just because it's the nature of the game. Like you have to like everything takes forever to do unless you're like at you know if you're like already played it and like burned through all the content and like you're just at the end game and you're just like where you can just jump in every week. It's like if you're not there, you got to catch up, and then playing catch up in that game is just terrible. It's like that's what I just went through because it's just like you have to do everything and then it takes forever and it's just it's an entire ordeal. I played a lot of Destiny this week and I tried not to talk about it, but it's like it just reminded me of like why I left when I was playing it. I was just like, dude, never again. Like all the quality of life improvements in Lightfall look good and stuff, but it's like I'm gonna pass on that and just But that I mean, here's the thing, right? Is like I wasn't playing Witch Queen, but then when I was like looking at all the feedback for it from like at least the stuff on my Twitter feed, but I think it's like it's really not a good measure because it's just people that were like already into that game, so it's just it's just like a feedback loop echo chamber of like, oh, it's awesome, or it's like it's even better, but it's like if you're not into it, dude, you're just not feeling it. It's like that's not how you're gonna feel about it because that's how I just played it this week and I was like, this is still the same it's ever been, and it's not really getting better. So it's like, yeah. So don't believe the hype on that one. I mean that's it, there's like one aspect of it getting better, but then at the same time, it's not really getting better. It's just like a improvement, really, because it's like I noticed that in the seasonal quest line with like the space pirates, they do like have your character front and center in a lot of the cutscenes. So in like at least in the um like cinematic direction, like for the cutscenes and stuff, at least you're like more prominent as a like your player character is there like a lot more now versus like just seeing all the other NPCs and like you never seen your character in the like action. But then it's like the I mean I didn't really play past the first part, but it's like the actual like meat and like guts and like the substance of it is just not really that great in my opinion. So it's just like on the one hand it's like it's nice to see that your character is more prominent, but then it's like it's the same old you know guardian do this blah blah blah, like hasn't really gotten any better than that as far as like the aspect of like pushing the like main thrust of like the narrative and story. And then, okay, one last thing before I like move on, because if I don't like move on, I'm gonna just keep talking about this stupid game. But like in their little event at Gamescom or reveal or whatever the f, well, it wasn't at Gamescom, but it was like Gamescom week, and they like showed off the new expansion, right? And they're like talking about Neptune and like all these like new faction, or like not all these new factions, but basically Neptune, and then like there's another group of like bad guy fighting faction, but but they don't have the light. But then I played through Witch Queen, and there's like no mention of that at all. And then I'm going to guess it was possibly in, if not the previous seasons that have had like all the storylines this during this expansion. It's like maybe in like, if not this current one with the space pirates, like the next one, or it's going to be in there somewhere. But it's like that isn't even in the game. It's like they just fired that out of nowhere, as like, oh yeah, we're going to Neptune, and there's like these other groups of people that fight the darkness and bad guys that are going to help you. And it's like, what? Like that just, there's like no other point of like reference for that, of like where that came from. I mean, maybe it's in the lore because I haven't read all the lore books in the game. 'Cause there's like so many, and it's like, not, I'm not wasting my time doing that because yeah, pass. It's whatever, dude. It's just the same old crap. It's always been. It's just like story that goes nowhere, that doesn't matter, and that's not good. So the less said, the better. Let's move on from that stupid trash wannabe MMO. Um. So yeah, besides Final Fantasy 14 and Bloodshore, I okay. I've played Stray, but I haven't finished it. I've only played it like once. I need to get back around to it and finish it. I've just been really bad with. I don't know what it is. Like I said it earlier, but I just like when I have time to play stuff, it's just I don't have a lot of time unless it's on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So there's like the 3 days I have to play lately, and then if it's not on those days, it's like I kind of have like a bit of time. So I like I've kind of got that nailed down. I just gotta like figure out like the other 4 days of the week to like figure something out, to like do something to like make progress on all this other stuff, because otherwise it's just like, dude, it's really hard and very limited, and it's quite frustrating. Because I'll have like a bit of time, but then it's like not enough time to really do anything substantial. Really, it's just like, okay, I have like an hour. What can I do with an hour? Not really much. I mean, I could do more than nothing, but then it's like then it kind of gets into the whole like, well, what what should I do? I don't know. I don't have a plan, so I guess I need to like brainstorm to get over this hump that I'm currently on, or get over the, or just yeah, like figure it out. Anyway, I deleted GTA 5 online, so I'm not going to be doing that street racing quest line anytime soon. That's 100 gigabytes, and I'm about to re-download it anytime soon. Um, let's see. Okay, and then I did do my super secret project I said last time. I just haven't uploaded it yet, so I'll put that up tomorrow on the 1st. It's almost midnight, so that's actually soonish. Um, but yeah, as far as like videos I plan on working on in the rest of September, because it's a new month, there are two games coming out that I haven't pre-ordered them yet, but I will. Um, so there's the new Valkyrie Profile game, and then there's also Diofield, or I don't know how it's pronounced, Diofield Chronicle. Those are coming out. But then also, it's not coming out next month, but I did pre-order Tactics Ogre. And then I checked on my channel because I was like, didn't I put up videos for that like back in the day? And then I had a playthrough going for that. I had a Let's Play going for that, and I just stopped. So I want to pick that back up, and I should have the save file somewhere. So I just got to find out, or not find out. I just got to find my copy of the game. I was playing it on my PSP, so I'm like, man, I don't remember how to hook that up and record gameplay. So that's gonna be a bit of a challenge, like getting that set up. But once I figured it out, I'll do that. But it might just be like a straight up playthrough without any type of commentary, because I don't have like the same setup I had before. So I don't even remember how I had it set up, because I was like looking at that and I was like, man, how did I have like where I had good commentary over the top of the gameplay, and then it sounded actually pretty good when I like faded in and faded out. So I was like, I don't know if I could. I don't remember how to do what I was doing or how I had it set up. So that I would like to do that. Get back to that and then finish that one up. But that's that's something on the to-do list. Wow, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something. Oh, Astria Ascending. So I started posting those videos. So those of what I have done are going up, and then I think I'm close to the end of it, so I want to try to like finish that out and then get that at some point done during this month. Uh, okay, well, as far as like videos I'm working on, it's everything I'm working on, but then it's like playthroughs and streams. I'm gonna like just combine this real quick, like, because there's a bunch of stuff I would like to start playing, and I'm gonna probably start kind of like in the similar way to the Destiny thing, where it's like I just, you know, I like chronicle the adventures in the game and like going through the story, like, you know, a bit at a time. The let me scroll over here because I got my PS5 on. The Fantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Um, I was playing that on Xbox, so I need to like copy my thing and then all my progress. I think I don't know how it works. I think you can like carry over your stuff to like another platform. So I want to boot it up on PS5 and like continue that where I'm at from there. Or if I can just start from the beginning, I don't know. I might do that too. But well, you can start from the beginning, but it's like I'd rather just like have all my progress carried over before I start a new thing, a new playthrough. Because I didn't even play it very much on Actually, I didn't play the new Genesis stuff at all. That whole new expansion on the Xbox, so it'll all be new to me. I just played. I don't know what was it called, Fantasy Star Online 2, something something, whatever the new version is with like the 4 areas or whatever, or 3 areas. I, I don't know. I played some of the beta or whatever, and it's on my channel, but I didn't. I'm not sure when it was like when it was in like the full version, because it was like past the beta, because it went free to play, and I was playing it, but then I'm not sure if I put up any of it on my channel after that, but whatever. Um, yeah, but that's something when I start putting up stuff up for on the channel. Uh, man, there's a lot I want to do, but it's like I have no idea like how I'm gonna get it done. Because even like on the channel itself, right? I said 2,000 subscribers, Renegade, Shepherd, Mass Effect, Legendary Edition, and I'm almost there. So that's about to be, you know, on the next thing on the list as far as like projects and whatnot and playthroughs and streams. So that's happening soon. What else? So yeah, basically Stray, Astria Ascending, and then get back to short games, which is, you know, I plan to keep doing that as far as like, you know, if I finish something, I'm not going to jump into something that's a really long series or something. Or not a long series, but a long, it would take a long time to get through, like JRPGs and stuff. Maybe. Because I kind of want to play Wild Arms now that that Kickstarter is happening for the spiritual successor to that and Shadow Hearts. And it hit $1 million, so that means PS5 version, and I did back it, so, you know, in 3 years' time when it's done being developed, like, that's what it said on the thing. It's like, you know, expect delivery in like 2025, and I was like, damn, that's a long ways away. But I was like, well, at least I got my pre-order in, or not pre-order, but my backer. At least I backed it and got it at a discount, so I got the I chose the digital deluxe combo tier, so a digital deluxe copy of both versions, which gets you the game, soundtrack, and or like the game digitally, the art book digitally, and the soundtrack digitally. I kind of wanted the tiers that had like the T-shirts on them, but there's like, you know, there are no tiers that have like physical and digital, so there's no like combo or hybrid combo tiers. So I guess I'll just see if on their websites individually you can get that stuff, but I don't think you can get it without getting a copy of the game yet, so that's a problem. But it's no big deal. I also noticed like right as I was like hitting the checkout button that I was like, wait a minute, is my name gonna be in the credits? And then I was like, wait a minute, it's not on the thing, is it? And it's like, nope, it's not. So I mean, it might be in the like after they finish and they send out a survey, right? But yeah, no biggie if it's not. What else? What else? But yeah, like I said last time, when I play through stuff, I'll try to finish a bunch of shorter backlog games when I'm playing through that stuff. Oh, as far as like playthroughs and streams, I did start effing TKKN Radio. I did start playing through that, and that's on the channel. So I started doing that and then working on the jet scores. So up to chapter 2, I want to say. I've got jet on everything so far. Um, and then wow, my brain. Chapter 2 stuff is what, or yeah, the chapter. I'm done with chapter 1, so chapter 2 is next, and then chapter 3 is still in 3 chapters. And then after I get jet score, I might go back through and try to get all the graffiti souls. I might not. I might just you know, see what I have unlocked and then just get those from there. Since I'm streaming everything anyway, it'll all be on there. So, but that's the thing, that it's like if I have it streamed and it's not like a like comprehensive, like, you know, one by one graffiti soul, and it's just like, oh, just watch this, it's in here somewhere where I get the graffiti souls. It's like that's not very well done guide video. So it's like I'd rather have it be in like a more of a guide style of like, you know, this stage is all the graffiti souls, boom, or like one at a time. Basically, every stage just like go and get all the graffiti souls and then pass it, and then just like, you know, progress the game like that. I might do that. I'm considering it if I get all the graffiti souls to like just do that, and then, you know, even though they're separate, you know, streams and stuff, it's like like yeah, it's like it'll have like all the stuff anyways, like Fry's getting jet and then all the graffiti souls, and it's like unlocking everything, just not on the same save file. So whatever. One moment, I'm looking at my channel real quick to make sure I'm not skipping over anything. But yeah, that's everything. Taking and Buff Save the Universe, you know, check that out if you're into podcasts. But yeah, Astray Ascending, Destiny 2, TKKN Radio. It's pretty much it for so far. Cause I haven't put up the Stray stuff yet, and I need to get through the rest of the game. I've only gotten through like I think the first half, so once I finish that, that'll be up. What else? What else? There might be some other stuff besides Valkyrie Profile and Diofield Chronicle, but those are the two I remember off the top of my head that I've got on my list. Well, it's not on my list even. It's just I memorized that those are coming out this month because I was looking forward to them anyway, and I put them on my wish list on TSN because I usually put it on my phone document, but they're not like up there. They're like not at that level for me as far as like, oh, I can't wait. Because like Tactics Ogre was insta buy. Then after that, I was like, well, damn, Square Enix, like that was kind of out of nowhere, and I'm happy. So I'm kind of probably gonna go like at some point go on a Square Enix kick and just play a bunch of Square Enix games, because after that, dude, I was like, dude, like that's one of my most favorite games of all time, and I love that game. And then it's not, and like I would like a Final Fantasy Tactics, you know, remaster or something, but until we get that, I can live with Tactics Ogre. And then once Final Fantasy Tactics comes out, I'll play through that again, because I already have Lion War on my channel, so I'll put it up again because I love to play that game. So I'll play it again, buy it again, whatever. But yeah, like because after that I was like, oh well, Square Enix is doing okay. They're doing better, I would say. They're good, not great. It's like, you know, they're like, you know, they're approaching where Capcom was at. Well, Capcom's still doing pretty good. Like they're smashing it. It's like they're like Square Enix is on the up and up. They haven't, like, you know, done anything stupid. So because it's like, you know, Final Fantasy VII Remaster is going pretty good. They've got the what's it called? Crisis Core. That remaster is coming out soon. Final Fantasy 14 obviously is amazing, killing it with that. And then Tactics Ogre was like, oh man. And then like Tactics Ogre, Diofield Chronicle, and then like Valkyrie, the new Valkyrie game. I was like, okay, cool. That's like, you know, some solid stuff coming out. We got to look forward to. And Final Fantasy 16 is coming out next year. Then all of a sudden, Forspoken, the last time they showed it, looked really. Okay, I'm not gonna say it looked really good, but it looked, you know, it was. Okay, here's the thing about Forspoken, right? Is like the internet was kind of like, oh, this game looks like trash, and then they're like having, you know, fun making fun of it when they haven't really shown much of the game. And I was like, nobody's played this game, so why are we dogpiling on this game? It could be awesome. And then they show it, and then everybody's like, oh, it looks awesome. It's like, dude, It's like I'm so sick of like the discourse on the internet when like nobody has played this game and nobody knows how good or bad it is, and it's just because of the just it feels like the tone of the internet is just like so negative by default. Everybody just like takes their knives out and just starts stabbing the game and just like, it looks like crap. Or like, oh, the voiceover for this very short video they put out to like promote the game is like dumb. It's just like the nitpicking and like just like the petty nonsense of like the bickering and like complaining over like the smallest minute details of games before they're out is just I'm so like over it. it's just it gets so old and it feels like it happens every day. And it's just like it's just like there's like so many things that you could just like talk about a game, but just but like if a game's not even out, like why even bother? It's like okay, just move on. There's like games coming out every day. If a game's not out, you don't know how good it is or how bad it is, so just why even bother? It's like for me, it's like I don't even talk about The Last of Us Part One because I keep forgetting about it because I don't care. It's like okay, I've made my mind up about that game and how I feel about it, so it's like instead of just trashing it, it's like okay, if people want to love that game, good for them, and then I can like what I like and they can like what they like. I don't really care what like about that, so I'm not about to just crap on it just to crap on it. So it's really annoying. Uh, but yeah, pretty much like it's just like there's not a lot of games coming out this year already, and just like Tactics Ogre coming out just shot to the top of my list now, and I'm just like super pumped. I have something to look forward to, and I know it's gonna be awesome. And I've already played it, and I already know how awesome it's gonna be. So it's like that's like an instant win for me. So I'm like, okay, thank you, Square Enix. I will be effing throwing a bunch of money your way because that was unexpected of you, and I appreciate it that you did that. So here, have some. I mean, I'm not gonna do it until like the end of the year sale when everything's on sale. I mean, that being said, there's like a sale going on right now, and I think the that one game they put out that's the Final Fantasy One remake or whatever, not remake, but like the retelling. I can't even think of the name, but that one with Jack and the three friends. It's like a four-player. I think it's four-player co-op online too, and it's got the Bahamut DLC expansion. Is it just an expansion? Is it legit an expansion or is it just DLC and they're calling it that? But that one's on sale as far as like the Ultimate Edition or whatever. So I almost bought it, but I was like, I'll just wait until the end of the year sale when everything's on sale, and if it's not on sale, I'll just wait until it goes on sale again. So whatever. Also, Yakuza Like a Dragon. That game is on Plus this month. I picked it up. I I think I got through the first three, right? Because I was playing through all of them, and then I just got I just didn't get back around after the third one. So I might play through Like a Dragon and then just come back like. But then it's like, okay, I'm not going to. But it's like I really would like to. But now I have it with Plus, so I don't have to worry about it. I can just buy it whenever it's like cheap. So yay to that. As far as the Legendary Edition, or is it called the Hero Edition? There's like a weird subtitle name. I am now getting off track. I just realized it. I'm sorry, but yeah. To get back to the task at hand, Square Enix, is on the up and up, and I'm appreciating all their awesome announcements lately that are not. We're canceling DLC for Final Fantasy 15, which I was not. I wasn't into that game when that happened, so I did not get the. That wasn't a punch in my face. So thanks to everybody out there that took that bullet for me. Oh man. But yeah, like I said last time, I've got like all my. I don't have all my classic consoles. I don't have them all hooked up right now, but I could, if I wanted to, do that and then start, getting content from that stuff. So that's why I'm gonna try and get the old Tactics Ogre playthrough started and going, and then through that, maybe I'll do some other classic stuff, but not really since I'm still effing having an issue getting through even like the stuff on current gen. I just remembered actually. There is a game I downloaded on Game Pass, Midnight Fight Express. I want to play through that, so I might do that one too this month. Hopefully, we'll see. Uh, Playing a lot of Gwent. I don't plan on making videos for that because I'm not good. I might just play to be like, yeah, this is where I'm currently at in Gwent. But when I hit my next prestige, I'm gonna probably like open a bunch of packs or something because I'm still missing a ton of cards in that game. So I don't know. We'll see. That's that game. It's like I kind of need to like make my own goals to have fun because it's just like I do not like the current meta in the game, and it's just I keep getting destroyed by the same decks, and it's not a fun time when you just keep running into the same cards and decks, and it's people just play the meta, and it's dumb. I need to play that rogue mage game. It's but it's a roguelike, and I don't like roguelikes, but it is based in Gwent, and I did kind of ask to, or like I did like wish that like into the ether of like, please make a single player Gwent type experience. But then it was a roguelike, and I was like, I don't like roguelikes, but I guess it's literally better than nothing. As I am learning with Joe Biden, it's like it's literally better than nothing. So I'll take it, I guess. Yeah, because it's like, what's the alternative, Chris? The alternative is nothing and starving to death, or burning to death, or freezing to death, or whatevering to death on the side of the road. And it's like, well, I guess, yeah, I guess I'll take the scraps off the floor. Sure, better than nothing, whatever. Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I would like to have like just a crazy September where I play through a bunch of stuff and have a bunch of stuff on the channel, but we'll see. And that's everything for videos I'm working on, playthroughs and streams. As far as vlogs, no new vlog stuff happening. Just beyond the China Titans, and nothing new to talk about there as far as stuff. DIY, how tos, and other stuff. Nothing to report as well, because I have not been working on that either. Changing the stuff on the channel, nothing happening. I just, yeah. I have all, it's like, yeah, it's like, been like the last however many months. It's like I've got all these ideas and brainstorming thingies. That being said, I did finally, I like organized a bunch of documents on my phone. So it's like I've got a bunch of documents on my phone now, and like I've got my, whoops, hit my mic. Got a bunch of stuff like like, okay, I don't have a bunch of stuff happening, but like I'm at the point where like I can like have an idea, think of something, and be like, oh, put it in my phone or like put it in my document. It's like, okay, I'll come back to this. So it's like slowly but surely my like brainstorming of just like the constant like thunderstorm in my brain. I can just like, that's a weird analogy, start raindropping all the ideas and stuff, and then eventually I'll get around to doing all the stuff, or not, whatever. At least it's like there's a thing I have where I'm like putting it down as the ideas come to me. So it's like, okay, this is the start of a long. Eventually I'll get there. So process, but eventually I will get there. So yeah. And then IRL stuff. What a crazy month. It's yeah, man. It's like before it was like such a downer of like, man, midterms are gonna happen, Democrats are gonna get slaughtered. Now it's like, okay, well, there's a fighting chance. Maybe we keep the House and the Senate. It's like, oh, and it's like, I'm not trying to get my hopes up, so I'm not like trying to like be depressed when that doesn't happen. But man, it's just, yeah. I mean, I guess it's like better than like knowing that bad thing. Like it's like gonna, yeah. I don't know. It's whatever. I'm trying not to like get my hopes up because just like because like inevitably it's like, oh well. When things don't go your way for like the 5,000th time, and it's like, oh, why did I do that knowing everything was going to implode like it always does? So yeah, um, man, it's weird because like I have this IRL section, and I have no idea like what it was supposed to be for because I stopped like doing my stupid template, and like when I look at it now, it's just like stuff about 2020 and being in quarantine, and I'm just like, was this just talking about like what was I talking about? Like just like how things were going when I was not going outside, and it was just death every day. But now it's like I go to work, and it's like it's just the way it was before when I had a job of just the daily grind, and that's it. And it's like, yep, and it's like back to flipping that. The only good thing is like, yeah, I'm not gonna say the only good thing, but like one of like the things now is like, okay, when I have like disposable income again, so I can finally get back to like buying games and stuff. But it's like I think I've said this before on the China Tech. It's like I don't really need to buy any more games. I have like enough to like just play until I die probably. So it's like on the one hand I could just like start, well not start because I do save money, but it's like I could save even more. But it's like I'm kind of at the point of just like, dude, after well not after because it's still happening, but it's like that's the other crazy thing is like when people talk about the pandemic in past tense, it's like, well, actually, it's still happening, so it's not, yeah, it's not over, man. So please stop. But you know, living through that still, that experience of like the pandemic and stuff is just, it's like I kind of in my brain maybe go, you know, I think I'm just gonna like, until I die, I'm just always gonna side on the side of am I doing what I'm liking and enjoying and having a good time? If not, then I should do what I can to change that. So it's like lately I've been, yeah, I have been like getting more games even though I don't need any, or just like spending more money on like food beyond the bag of rice I eat out of every day. So it's, yeah, I don't know. It's like a weird like internal struggle in my brain because like the frontal lobe is like, we must barricade and fortify and save all our money, so, and then like we'll be able to out last all this um conflict and upheaval that we are currently in within like the within like the, actually I don't know what the other parts of the brain are, so forget that analogy, but like the other parts, I'll just call it that, are just like, whatever man, let's just have a good time, man, it's all yeah, happy times and happy vibes. It's not the end of the world yet, so what's the matter? And if it was, we couldn't do anything to stop it because we're just one person. Just, yeah, it's a weird dichotomy of the whole like do everything to survive and like F it, I don't care, just like whatever, dude. So yeah. I'm sorry, just like doing that. I'm just like, man, I should try to like put my brain thoughts into like simplest forms more often. That was pretty funny. I quite enjoyed that. Um, but yeah, that is it for now, I suppose. I could have went on and on about Destiny 2 and Destiny, but just it's like, yeah, dude, the quality of life improvements coming to Lightfall look good, but it's like it's not happening until Lightfall, which is in 2023, which is that's a like, yeah, it's in February or something, right? It's not happening for a long effing time. So I'm just like, dude, I was this close. I almost effing bought Witch Queen, and I was like, oh man, I'm back in, and pre-ordered effing Life, and I was like, oh, I'm back in, and then I was like, wait a minute, it's an effing trial. Let me play this crap for a week, and I did, and it's still garbage. So after that experience, I'm like, all right, let Lightfall come out, and then at least like the quality of life improvements will be there, but the game is still trash. So it's like that's not gonna be like that can't be fixed. It's like I don't know what I was effing thinking, but I was like, man, maybe it's actually better. It's the same, exact effing same, and it's like just when you're, yeah, if you're building off the base of like your game and like that is the base, and it's just a trash pile, and it's just effing, like even from a free to play perspective, I go into that game because I don't have the expansion, so I'm playing the free version, and you're locked out of so much content, and it's just like, dude, like this game deserves an award for like how bad it is for free players and like how much content you can access. And it calls itself a free to play game, but you like there's like it's like, yeah, the stuff you can do is like not worth doing, and it's just like whatever, man. It's like I played it for a week, and I'm like, I'm never spending another cent on this trash, or like not until the final. But that's the thing. It's like in my brain, I'm like the final expansion, or like isn't the final shape the last one, or whatever the last one is that like ends the story arc. This essentially like the Endwalker equivalent for that game. When it comes out, okay, I'll get it, but it's like until then, f that crap. Like, it's yeah, it's not good. It's never been good. It's just okay. It's not that it's never been good. It's just like, dude, it's like I feel sorry for people that play that game and like love it, because it is just there's so much better out there that they just either don't like or just have bad taste. Like that's just how bad their taste is, and like that's just what I'm gonna think every time I see that Paul Tassi guy tweet about it, because it's like, dude, like, is this the only game you play, or just do you like it that much? Because it's like either way, there's so much better out there, unless your taste is just that bad. So it's like whatever, man. But that's what you like to play. That's what you like to play. So that's good for you. Have fun, I guess. That's what you're into. That's what you're into, right? Yeah. Wow, I tried to like not talk about Disney, and then I did, and it got all negative. Whoops. Whatever. Um. Oh, actually, before I go, as far as like what I'm playing and videos I'm working on, so about like the hour long stuff, right? Because that's like sometimes I'm like, okay, I have like an hour to play, so it's like I'm kind of like in my brain I have ideas for that, so it's like I might be before the Valkyrie Profile and Geofield Chronicle game comes out, before those two come out, like I might be trying to like test run some stuff as far as like doing stuff to fill that vacuum. So one thing I thought of was like Monster Hunter as far as Monster Hunter World, because there's trophies I don't have because I haven't platinumed it. So I might just be doing like a bunch of like random hunt videos as far as like or just like trying to like keep my skills up in the game so I don't well, I haven't played in a long time so I probably suck, but I would like to keep playing it so that whenever the next one comes out on PlayStation, I can like jump in and then not be at a like such a bad or such like set at such a skill level that like it's like playing for the first time or something. It's like I would like to jump in and not be super rusty. So there's that one. I mean that's like the main one I had like an idea for. There's other stuff, but it's like nothing as solid as that. That's like the only one that I'm like, I could do that. Like as far as like stream YouTube every day, like some hunts randomly. But the thing is like there's so many other games I have, and it's like I could just like I'm thinking about like just randomly streaming like for an hour every day until I like find something that gets like traction, gets views, and then just like sticking with that like randomly streaming it every now and then. So whatever, we'll see. So uh but yeah, I did get over 100 followers on Twitch, so thanks to whoever followed me for like the 100th follower. That was cool. And I got over 100, so I don't have another goal after that. It's just trying to finally get viewership and you know get the success over there that I've already got for the most part. Or I've got like it's like a sprinkle. I don't think a sprinkle is the right word, but like like just a smidgen, a pinch. There we go, a pinch of success on YouTube. So it's like if I get some of that on Twitch, that'd be great. If not, whatever, no big deal. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep keeping on both platforms, and hopefully it all works out. If not, whatever. So yeah, that is. Oh, wait, no, I can't talk about that, can I? Never mind. That was close. I almost. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Um. Oh, I guess. Well, one last thing before I go. I did start getting all these Final Fantasy 14 soundtracks. They're on Blu-ray, and you can like watch them. Well, not, well, it's like a weird thing, right? Where it's like they're like in video form, but or it's like basically they have all the songs, but then like there there's like video clips that play while the songs play on some of them. It's kind of neat. But like I really like the soundtrack to all of them, so I just decided to start doing that. And then some of them come with minions, which are like little companions in the game. So it's also a bit of a thing that you can like get stuff for in the game. So there's that too. Anyway, I think is that everything? Is that everything as far as gaming this month? I mean, it's probably not, but whatever, because I mean, I have Game Pass, I don't really ever play it, but then I never really talk about my Xbox anyway. Oh, one thing did happen. So when they had that, we're going back to Destiny, sorry, but like they did have that like week long thing about the game. Then on Epic Game Store, they had like if you got it, you could get 30th anniversary for free. So I have that on the Epic Game Store version, but I didn't know that the effing like the content that you have on each platform does not. It's not cross platform. So whatever you have on one platform is locked to that platform, which is also bad. Like, so I can't use any of the stuff I have outside of PlayStation, except for on PlayStation. So it's like that's weird. So I can get the Galahorn, but I have to use it on. I have to play on PC to unlock it. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about like streaming it. So, because it's like it's I could do that, but then it's like I'm just gonna play it on PC and then just unlock my crap, and then one day I'll be like, oh, I also unlocked all this stuff on PC, so yippee! So if I ever have a Galahorn in the future, it's from when I got it on the Epic Game Store for free because it had the 30th anniversary DLC for free. So whatever. Um, but yeah, I I still fucking hate that game. I mean I don't want to end on like a sour note. That sucks. It's like I'm just like yeah, F Destiny 2, dude. So I do go back and play it, but it's like it's still trash. So we'll see what happens. I mean that's the thing. It's like it's gonna be the same game when Lightfall comes out. It's just gonna have better, like a few quality of life improvements, and like that's it. And it's like it's the same. Besides that, it's the same old, same old. So I'm not gonna get into the whole, storyline of what happened, the witness, how the Book of Shadows has basically been. I mean, it has been retconned, but it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, that was kind of a giant lie. But then it's like, okay, not a giant lie, but it's like, it's whatever. There's some parts that are like now kind of like not true, but then it's not that it's not true. It just didn't happen the way that like you thought it did. So it's whatever. But then I guess if Savathun is like the queen of lies and deception, it makes sense that that's the case. But it's a whole other can of worms. I don't want to get into it. Just it's whatever, dude. It's just yeah. I just like part of me is like I wish I never played that stupid game and just like I could just take all my time back and like never had played it and just like when I logged in and I saw all my flipping like weapon materials I couldn't turn into the gunsmith because they're completely useless now. I'm just like, this is the perfect encapsulation of like my time with this game. Is it's just a pile of like useless everything that has like no value and just like why did I waste all my time playing this game? I mean I know why because I played it and I was like, dude, that took me a week to do all this crap and it's like well a waste of effing time and it's just yeah I could talk about Destiny 2 and how I hate it. So I could do that like for hours on end. I'm not going to though, so whatever. Just at least Tactics Ogre comes out in November, or is it October? I think it's November. So it's like looking forward to that, but that's not until November. So that's still a long ways away, and I'm pretty sure I will be working overtime every week at my job. So on the one hand, I have Tactics Ogre to look forward to, but then my job's gonna try and kill me because it's gonna be so effing like work. So yeah. Oh man. All right. Whatever. But hey, because I have a job now, I can buy stuff and spend money. So I guess there's that too. But then I don't get to enjoy it. So there's that side as well, because I have no time. I mean, I do, but it's like not as much as I had before when I had no job, and that was like, oh man, that's the best, isn't it? Yeah, that was the best. Anyway, that is it for now. Uh, Man, I really didn't want to end on like a negative note of like F Destiny 2, but here we are. But hey, Tactics Ogre, so yeah. To counter that point. So yeah, until you see or hear from me again. Oh wait, one last thing, because Tactics Ogre is coming out. I did look up a bunch of like strategy RPGs and tactics games. So yeah, I put a bunch of like wish lists on PSN and Xbox. So I might just be playing a bunch of those randomly, whenever too, but probably not. I don't know, dude. I just want to get through Atreus Indian at least, and that's at least one game down. Because I don't know what game. Have I finished any games at all this year as far as like on streams and playthroughs? Castray. Oh, Horizon. I guess technically Gran Turismo because I got to the end and there was an ending. So, yeah, it's just Star Ocean was the one I got stuck on, and okay, I didn't get stuck. I just I put it on the back burner. Whatever. It's just I feel like I'm not making any progress when I'm not playing anything on stream, and it's just like I'm not getting through games. But yeah, I'm at 45 minutes. I'm gonna end it here. Um, so yeah, that is it for Channel Taking for this month. So until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.